It's a 25-foot long travel trailer, full electric, as you said, would be your NEMA 1450. So that can be used to actually plug your electric vehicle into that, use that additional range basically to support your tow.
And I hear that you can control pretty much this entire thing off of an iPad. Really like playing a video game.
I can switch dinette, side, and that'll be this one here. So you'll see here, it's just gonna slowly pull forward.
Everyone was probably staring at you like, what is this?
Yes, absolutely, every time. I mean, this is pretty unique to have both this look of a vehicle, but then also this capable of a vehicle. PebbleLife.com, the price starts at about...
Today we are checking out this 100% electric travel trailer, and I'm here with Ryan from Pebble.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Good.
What is this?
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
It's a 25-foot long travel trailer, full electric, as you said, and it's a great little tool. It's got some unique tricks up its sleeve that I'm happy to share with you.
And I hear that you can control pretty much this entire thing off of an iPad.
Yeah,
which is
absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out.
Sure. So you'll see inside here, it's a pretty spacious cabin. There's plenty of ceiling height for me. I'm about 5'10". It does start to taper towards the rear, but for anyone 6'2", 6'3", it's still pretty comfortable.
I am 6'2", and it's actually pretty spacious in here. I like the lighter colors.
Absolutely.
Helps with it.
Yep. So from here, I just want to highlight first our Murphy bed. It's got an RV queen here. This does cantilever down, so you can leave your laptop there overnight. For example, leave your sheets in there and just toss them back when you're ready to go to bed.
I love that, how the magazines were sitting there, and whenever you put it back up, they're still sitting there just how they were.
Exactly.
Really cool.
So let's get into some storage discussion. Obviously, there's some open air storage here. There's some lockable compartments down here, maybe for your clothes or for sheets and whatnot. There's 3 kind of almost identical size. And then just if you want, obviously there is that desk chair there, but then even further, you can sit here. Just if you're casually visiting the person that's here, not sitting that long, you can also just sit back here. From back here, you've got your kind of emergency exit. Right now, you've got one of the bug screens applied, but it's magnetically secured on the bottom, clipped in the top.
I absolutely love all of these LED lights everywhere.
Yes, so that's more our ambient strip. You can control all of the lights. You go to more, you go to lights, and you can control all those individually, but because it's not as obvious, let's do the same with windows. You can control each of these individually or as a group. So I can switch dinette, side, and that'll be this one here, and then rear as well as roof.
Very nice. So it completely just fogs itself.
Exactly, you've got it. And that same technology is used here.
In the shower.
Yep. So you can have privacy or make it feel more spacious as well.
Very nice.
So importantly, again, you've got a full-size shower there, up to 6'2", 6'3". You're gonna have no problem showering there.
And you get the porcelain toilet and pretty decent size bathroom. Not bad. I like it.
So here with the tanks, one kind of fun thing is, again, it's all controlled from the iPad. So as long as you can see both the faucet there, the faucet's turned on, and switch to tanks, and very quickly, you'll see it pressurized from the tanks. And then if we were connected to the city, it's switch to city water, but because we're not, it's just gonna slowly turn itself right back off. That residual pressure, and there you go.
Very cool. Everything is able to be controlled from an iPad.
Absolutely. Talk about storage a bit more. You got your silverware, your utensils, plenty of space for bowls, plates, pots, pans. And then what we've been doing while we've been taking this on the road, importantly, this is a production unit. We took it right off the line, and then we drove it to a couple of events, including this. So we actually brought it all the way from San Francisco to here and have been living out of it along the way. So there's some of our actual personal items, like our food or whatever else, probably hidden away, but plenty of pantry space up top here.
You're a part of this company.
Yes.
You're actually testing and using the product. How are you liking it?
Yeah, I'm loving it. So I've spent about 20, maybe 25 nights living out of this, either primarily in the other bed there, but towing it across the country. I've just completed my second really long haul with this.
And do you tend to boondock more or stay at campgrounds?
Primarily at campgrounds. Having the ability to charge up both. This was kind of a bit of a speed run. We drove across the country in 7 days. And so being able to plug in overnight, ideally both vehicles, has been a really good help.
So the fact that this rig is pretty much marketed as a fully electric boondocking setup, it's still great use for just at regular campgrounds.
Yes, absolutely. And again, you can charge at campgrounds. You can charge ideally both vehicles if you've got an electric vehicle, but you can definitely plug this into a 50 amp, a 30 amp, use that additional range basically to support your tow, or obviously you can use it for all your appliances. Like I'm just gonna use that to transition right into our wandering cooktop.
All right.
So you've got a cooktop that is designed to be unplugged and removed if you want. So you can cook outside or cook it right there inside. An induction cooktop right there. Back to storage, you got your under sink storage, which has a little trash can in there.
Very nice.
You've got your spice rack there.
And do we have soft close?
Oh yes, sorry, I should let it do its thing. If we're on a slope, but there we go.
Beautiful.
You've got your pretty large refrigerator for an RV. You tell me. It's larger than most.
That's a very large freezer, actually.
Yeah.
What I like about this is that it's not stainless steel sticking out. It matches the cabinets.
Exactly.
I
Yeah,
love
and it
that.
hides away. Most people don't even realize that we even have a refrigerator freezer because the only real indicator is that there. Up here, you've got a 4-way microwave convection oven and one of those 2 pizzas where we had one more during the trip. Cooked it right in there in the oven setting.
Very
So
nice.
that. And then, again, I mentioned that I've stayed in here several nights. Primarily where I've ended up sleeping is here. So I can go ahead and latch or unlatch that. Once it's unlatched, it'll slide around. If it's latched, it will not. And then if I clip this, if I pinch this, I can go ahead and lower that down. And then this, all these cushions come off,
Right.
but you take 2 of them off and make it into your bed there.
And this is probably about a queen size bed.
Yeah, it's maybe slightly smaller than a queen. I say it's slightly larger than a full, somewhere in that range. And then you're plenty comfortable to sleep up to 2 adults back here, 2 adults on the other side. And again, transition that right back into your dinette and lock it into place.
But yet you still get that full U-shaped dinette.
Yes.
Which I love.
Yep. So hanging storage there. Enough room for like 3 carry-on size luggages down there.
I do love these cabinets that are very unique shape.
Yes, yeah, just kind of make it easier to get back here. Obviously, you can still move the table, but makes it easier to get into here. Down below me here, there's additional storage. I'm gonna mess that up, get weird with it.
Very nice. I like how these cabinets drop down underneath, and it's not a pull-out drawer. You're really working with the space to
Absolutely.
where you push it in.
And that one being close to the door there probably gets a little more dirty because we put a lot of shoes in there frequently.
Right.
One thing I'll try to show you here, again with this, it's currently locked at the moment, but if you can see down into there, you've got additional storage down there, and that's our cargo pass-through.
So that's going to be your underbelly storage.
And you can access that from the exterior or the interior as a result.
And all of these windows, even the front ones,
Yep.
the side ones.
Yep,
you
so let's go ahead and look
change
at this
them.
again, because now we can see the separation between the roof and then separately the dinette.
That is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what I like about that is that you lose the big valance, the blinds, all of that mess.
Absolutely.
I love it.
And you still have the option for blackout curtains. And one last thing I want to show you too, we've also got a little dog bowl here.
Very nice. Now
Magnetic
when it
security.
comes to opening up these windows, like this one
Yep,
is,
I've got the window open all the way and I'm not quite tall enough, but from here, I can just go ahead and release it and then shut it and then clip it.
and you just pull it in.
Yep, that's it. This one wasn't quite the right way, but we'll do that the right way.
I love it.
There we go. And then let's go ahead and step outside for some of the cooler features.
This is actually really nice. You got these leather handles and then this really cool door handle.
Yep.
Definitely a unique door that's never been seen on another RV before.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut it as if I was inside. I'm gonna swing it. There we go. So back outside here, let's do a walk around first and then I'll show you some of the more unique features. So as we swing around, again, obviously, big window there. Here we are with the inlets. So you've got your water inlet, your water overflow, your J1772, which is pretty standard for electric vehicles, but that can be plugged into any 30 amp or 50 amp at a campsite. Your CCS inlet, so the combination of those two make it easy for, if you're gonna fast charge, this will charge its 45 kilowatt hour battery at up to 50 kilowatts.
Now, most campgrounds don't have that, so.
Again, a 30 amp or 50 amp would be enough to add power. That's kind of what we're doing here. We started the day with 10%, we're currently at 34%. We've been unplugging, replugging, using AC, all that all day long. And then, a particularly interesting thing, if you've got an electric vehicle, but you can actually run your home off of it as well, would be your NEMA 1450. And so that can be used to actually plug your electric vehicle into that. I've been in a sticky situation where I didn't plan my day all that well. I wanted to show off the Pebble, and I took my Rivian at the start of the day. I had 86 miles of range. I drove around the bay, San Francisco Bay, hitched up, came back to Palo Alto from Fremont, and by then I was at 0 miles of range. I pulled into the parking lot, figured I'll figure this out later. I've got 0 miles, but it still moved to get there. When I got back, my Rivian wouldn't shift into gear because it was that dead. I'm like, I'm stuck. Well, I was able to remote control it, which we'll get into in a minute. I remote controlled the Pebble to the other side of my Rivian, plugged into the NEMA 1450. 20 minutes later, I had 2 miles of range. Again, I was negative, so I added a few and then +2. I was able to use that to get to the front of the parking lot and plug in.
Amazing.
Kind of cool what you're able to do with EVs, especially with big battery EVs.
Definitely can help you out of certain situations.
Absolutely, rare ones, but one of our other great features, we call it auto dump. So you just plug that into the hole there, I won't pull it out right now, but you've got a narrow, as you can see, a narrow cable there. That is designed to help you get rid of all your stuff. And it does it all from the iPad here. So you go down to tanks. You can do more traditional, empty your black tank, empty your gray tank, transfer the gray to black. I say traditional, but that's probably never been seen on an iPad before. But the way I say that is because auto dump is designed to kind of do all that for you. So you put that in the hole, you tap auto dump, it'll clear out the black tank, it'll send gray water tank through the black tank to help clean it out, and then a little bit of fresh water as well.
I love the design of the app, which is very helpful for RVers navigating it.
Absolutely. This is our aero box, which it's down when you're camping, generally to give you a better view out that front glass, but you can also lift it back up. Let's see, I'll go to I'll go to more, and I'll hit exterior, and I'll deploy the aero box. And then after that, I'm also gonna do one other really exciting thing. This is really the more exciting thing, is Instacamp, which it's gonna check to make sure that's what I intend to do. I'm gonna turn off Instacamp, and as you're gonna see, the stabilizers are gonna come up, the stairs are gonna go in, and the levelers are gonna come up. And then once that is done with the levelers, it's gonna adjust the jack to a jack height, and then I'll switch to motion mode.
And so this will allow you to move the RV and hitch it up.
You got it. So from here, I'm gonna tap motion. I'm gonna, again, authenticate to make sure that it's safe. I'm gonna hit accept. I'm gonna adjust the speed, and then a dead man switch to make sure that I'm still alive, awake, and alert. And then I'm just gonna remote control it forward. I can go forward, back, or rotate it left or right, which I'll go ahead and do a little bit of right here, just to get that jack wheel spun around.
So it's really like playing a video game.
It really is, and it's simple.
It makes hitching up really fun.
Absolutely. So you'll see here, it's just gonna slowly pull forward, and I'm not doing anything else at this point. I'm just making sure that it's safe.
And does it have some sort of tracking system that knows where to hitch up?
So there's a camera there in the hitch, and that's what's doing the majority of the work, as well as our compute, to determine where that ball hitch is, pull right up to it, and then lower the jack right onto it.
Amazing.
And again, this can be done in reverse. It takes about a minute and a half to go from camp to uncamp.
It also makes getting into those tighter spots much easier because you can unhook outside of the site and back it right in, correct?
Yes, tighter spots. So I was in Yosemite recently. I booked a site that was only designed for 25-foot motorhomes, but not for travel trailers because you have to tow into them. So I booked that. I was able to pull both my Rivian and this in there because I didn't have to actually tow it in there. I just remote controlled it in there.
Amazing. Everyone was probably staring at you like, what is this?
Yes, absolutely. Every time. I mean, this is pretty unique to have both this look of a vehicle, but then also this capable of a vehicle.
I've never seen something like this before.
Absolutely. And again, from here, it would just be a matter of connecting up your cables, locking that down, and releasing the parking brake. That's it. No yelling, no fuss. And then again, you can do it in the inverse as well. So I would just go back here, more, exterior, and I would just extend the jack again. And again, in about a minute and a half, I'll be ready to camp again.
Amazing. Where can you find these RVs?
Yes, so we are direct to consumer. Think Tesla, think Rivian. We sell directly to the consumer. I'm gonna stop this for a moment, but yeah, we sell directly to consumer at pebblelife.com. The price starts at about $113, goes up to about 179. This is our 179 model with all the features and whatnot. And we started deliveries late last year, and we're just scaling up, ramping up, making them in Fremont, California.
Amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll put a link to that down in the description below so you can go check out this amazing RV.
Excellent. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you so much.